What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste and See. Today we're in Vancouver, British Columbia on Main Street. There's just something about this neighborhood. The lights, the traffic, the people everywhere, the vibe, the energy. It already sets the mood. And right in the middle of all of it is a restaurant called Published on Main. A Michelin-starred restaurant and former best restaurant in Canada, that's right. I've heard nothing but wild praise about how creative their dishes are, how they take familiar ingredients and flip them into something you've never tasted before. So yeah, I'm genuinely excited and ready for what adventure they're about to serve. Let's dig into this meal. The moment the first dish landed, I knew tonight was going to be an adventure. We started off with the Venison Tartare. What a first bite. Flavorful, playful, and incredibly thoughtful, it immediately set the tone for the meal. One of the best feelings of the night was that anticipation for the next dish. Oh, it was such a great start to the night. Next up were the scallops with the popcorn butter sauce. The scallops perfectly roasted, sitting in the buttery popcorn sauce. Yes, actual popcorn butter sauce. It was delicious. The ingredients feel familiar, but the execution, next level. The crunch of the popcorn, so genius. The balance of the acidity, perfect flavor combo. Man, it was just so good. Danelle literally said, "I want to rub this on my skin." This dish made me even more excited for everything to come next, which were the Pollen Milk Buns. They were delicious, super soft, warm, slightly sweet. They were the perfect vessel for all the amazing flavors, because the pro tip that we got was to dip the milk buns into the butter sauce. Next dish was the French White Asparagus. This dish was gorgeous, delicate, fresh, and smart, with just the right little kick at the end that surprises you. A plate that feels simple but is incredibly intentional. The sticky pork cheek, tender, rich pork, bright fruit, creamy textures, one of those dishes that feels completely unique. Then the beef striploin, a char-grilled medium with a caramelized onion puree, a mushroom galette, and a generous portion of foie gras. It looked incredible and tasted just as good. Honestly, it looks even better in person than pictures that I've seen online. Rich, beefy, beautifully cooked, just delicious. This next chicken liver toast dish was so fun. Silky smooth mousse sandwich in lightly sweet cookie, sweet but not too sweet, perfectly balanced. When I bit into it, my reaction was literally, wow, that's really good. For dessert, we went with the grape sorbet paired with basil sour cream ice cream. Fresh grapes, a little licorice crumb. If we had ended the night there, honestly, it would have been game, set, and match. A fantastic dish to finish on. Light, refreshing, full of bright, clean flavors, and of course, like the theme of the night, an adventure of creativity. It was really, really good. But we couldn't resist trying one more dessert. It was a chocolate peanut butter and banana. Though I thought the peanut butter had stood out a bit more against the chocolate and banana, it was fantastic. At first, I didn't think much of this dessert, but once you take a scoop of each layer, which is like the secret, take a scoop of every single one of the layers, and the flavors really pop. This was honestly the best way to end the meal. Playful, layered, and full of surprises. If you take a look at all of our reactions, it's just so funny. We just enjoyed every single bite. Here, take a look at take a look at our reactions. It was so delicious. Every bite. I enjoyed my time at Published on Main. I can see why this was named the best restaurant in Canada at the time, and also really deserving of its Michelin star. My favorite dishes? The scallops and the popcorn butter sauce. Honestly, it was just so innovative, so creative, and never thought that those flavors and that texture combination would ever come together. Never even thought of it until I bit it, and I thought to myself, where have you been all my life? The next one I really liked was the chicken liver toast. Now, I know it's not for everyone, especially if you don't like pate, but maybe that's why I do like it, because it was so different. Again, the flavors, the texture, everything about it just screamed innovation and genius at the next level. Everything screamed thoughtfulness and love and care from the chef. I loved the innovation in all of this. Wow. Well, overall, this meal at Published on Main was creative, thoughtful, and so much fun. Every dish elevated familiar ingredients in ways you don't often see, and each bite built excitement for the next. Thanks for coming along this adventure. This was such a great restaurant. Blessings and peace, everyone. I'm out.